approve advertising the solar facilities ordinance. There is a copy of that ordinance in your packet, which is a ordinance that was done up for Buffalo. It would be advertising this as a Union Township ordinance. I also put in your packets a study that Penn State did on solar farms. So Penn State decided to make their whole campus solar, putting in a solar field farm at their campus, and then studying it for a couple of years. And then they put out a pamphlet for public officials and what they should consider if you're considering solar farms, and there seems to be some interest kicking around about a solar farm over on the Canistro property. So with that said, they can be very good, they can bring, but there is some things that they believe in their study with the state and the college that you may want to consider if you're getting a solar farm. So Dennis Makel's office drew up a ordinance that he had in Buffalo.
Do you think it would be good if we would look at, study that, or look at that first before?
We can wait for November's meeting.
All right?
We can wait till November, so if you want, we can make a motion to table it.
Well, on this one,
Well, we wouldn't be voting on the ordinance. We would be voting on advertising it.
Get it advertised.
For everybody to, would be, this vote would be to advertise the ordinance.
Yeah, but we don't have a copy of the ordinance, do we?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It would be that, but with Union Township in your
Right here.
mind. Yes.
It doesn't say Union Township.
I said that when I first started talking, I said it says Buffalo, but it will be Union where the word Buffalo is.
I just have one comment. The ordinance, I believe, is missing a page. It goes from
Has
section
everybody other
7, there's no 8 and 9, it
townships
goes
passed
to
this,
10.
Yeah, it's definitely not to stop solar fields by any means.
We didn't get it all.
It's just,
control?
no, it's not even control, it's what Penn State had said that,
This is page 2.
So,
what Penn State had said that you wouldn't think about it, but they move every 10 minutes, all of them. But then sometimes a solar farm will store energy on the site. So they suggested that it's much like a compressor station, and it's loud. And so you have an ordinance for where that would be located in the field, that it wouldn't be located at the edge, it would be located in the middle of the field where it wouldn't be next to somebody's house. They run cooling fans and so forth. You know how they keep the grass from growing over the panels? 9 out of 10 times goats. They have goats live on solar fields, eating the grass to keep it from getting too high, which hey, it's great, but it was just a couple of things that they were saying after studying it. Penn State has no, it saved them a lot of money, and it's a nice clean energy, but there are some things to think about if it's gonna be next to your house. You wouldn't think that, 300 solar panels moving every 10 minutes makes quite a hum. So they were just saying about trees. I mean, the Canistro property is 400 acres. I'm sure they can manage to move it over to the left a little bit rather than put something next to someone's house. But yeah, it's not any kind of special taxing
Was there
district.
any discussion yesterday at the DEP concerning Mingo Circle and the solar panels
No.
that were talked about? If and when a facility's built up there?
Why would there
Oh.
be none?
I was on Garvin.
That's what was anticipated by the park,
That was
our board.
on
to
Garvin.
Use it as a source of.
The guy from
power.
Smith,
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
I just wonder if
Palmerich.
DEP.
Oh, you mean that Homage speech that happened a couple years back? So, no, we have what we have is a no lien letter request for the Canistro property. And we have the no lien letter request is coming from a solar farm company. So I'm guessing, we're thinking solar farm. So I decided to research from Penn State. I came across that Penn State thing. But when I saw that, I thought, oh, a solar farm, nice, quiet, good for. And that, as I researched it, there was some things that can be somewhat of a nuisance for neighboring properties. That is a big old slag dump, so I mean, it's not doing anything now, but I don't know how close it is to anything else, but neighboring properties or whatever. This is an assumption, and then I thought, these solar farms are going in all over the place, and we have a lot of prime property in this community, if not there, somewhere else, that we may want to get ahead of somebody dropping an application and then, you know, storing, basically making cooling fans.
What if somebody decides that they wanna put a few of these up in on their property, maybe they have 5 acres or something, they wanna put these, God, somebody sees some big panels that people already got on a stand on property like that, is this gonna limit them not being able to
No,
do
like you
that?
putting it on your house or for yourself or stuff like that, no, this would be a,
The ordinance, it says regulation of large-scale solar electric energy
yes,
facilities.
large scale facilities. No, this in no way would stop anybody or regulate anyone that wants to put some solar panels on their house.
Yeah, because I've seen, lately, when I've driven in some places, I've seen them, I mean, they look like they're about 8 or 10 foot square, I mean, big units they have up,
Mhm.
and I guess what the people are, they're getting enough power generated, they don't have to buy electricity.
Well, considering, the people doing no lien requests and stuff seem to be affiliated with Allegheny Power, I'm guessing this is not a little person. But this isn't specifically for them, we have a lot of, you know, that Canistore property has not been used for anything in many, many years. There's not much it can be used for, it is prime for that. It's not a bad thing for the community, in my opinion, but I think there's a few things you may wanna catch up ahead of, just in case. There, you know, just some, what's a buffer for a solar farm, what, you know, how close can one of these large fan cooling stations storing hydrogen can be next to your house? Just nothing to stop them by any means, just mitigate. Everything you put in a community is gonna have good. It's also gonna have some things you're gonna have to mitigate. You know, every development, everything you build is gonna have things that people like about it, and things that, Tomco employs a lot of people, then there was other people that didn't want, you know, that couldn't live with the noise, it just, there's good and bad with everything, just try to mitigate some of the issues that may arise.
If we decide to advertise it, I mean, once we get the complete ordinance as far as that goes, that's 30 days that everybody has a chance to take a look at the ordinance.
And you may
then
wanna-
we'll be back for discussion on the ordinance as we get.
And we can
A
make
chance.
changes to it and re-advertise it if,
Right. Any
Penn
amendments we
State-
make to it will be
Penn State
re-advertised
says it's
anyway.
one of the best things they ever did, but they came up with a few things that you may wanna consider.
Again, it would start to get us a little bit ahead of the curve again.
This is a state-done study on them, because they know they're coming, they know they're a great thing, but there's a couple little tweaks that you may wanna consider. And they're suggesting that every community puts this, whether or not somebody's kicking around for a solar farm or not, they're suggesting everybody may want to incorporate some of these ordinances. Okay, where's my agenda now? Talk too much.
So would you like a motion to advertise?
I would like a motion to advertise.
I will make that motion to advertise the ordinance.
Okay. I will second that motion.
Second,
Oh, okay. Mr. Wilson made the motion, Mr. Sklar seconded. Any other conversation on this advertising motion? Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.